Okay, we got the big dragon right off the bat. That'll help.
Have you spoken?
Hmm. No,
Maybe I
sir.
need to sweeten the pot. I could bat my eyelashes, if I still had some.
Okay. We're gonna go with this one, I guess. Revenge, you get 3 gold. And we're gonna go with this. This is the cheapest one. But we're gonna go back to our frog friend and see if we can trade it. I don't know if we get to choose or if he just picks the 3 that come up. What? I guess it's a whatever I had at the time. That sucks. Oh man. I was hoping to get him to give me something better. Something with some damage. That's okay. Receive 20% less damage, but you lose 3 gold with each hit taken. Wait a minute.
Now, if you'll excuse me,
I think...
my experiments await.
Alright guys, so check it out. This one, gold tier stone. Revenge, you get 3 gold, right? I think this is the one that I discovered last night. Or night before. Receive 20% less damage, but you lose 3 gold with each hit taken. I'll go ahead and buy it. Check it out. They stack. So gain 20% armor. Revenge gain 5 gold. So I no longer get that bonus or that negative effect where it decreases my gold when I take a hit or whatever. Now I gain 5 gold instead of just the 3. And I still get that armor bonus. So that is a neat little thing that we just learned, that items could be stacked in this game. So these ladies, they toss 3 bolts. Each one of those count as a hit. So before I walked in the room, I was at 200 and something. Now I'm at 250. So when they hit me, it's 3 bolts, 3 hits, 15 gold. I'm gonna get rid of one so we don't get wrecked. Now we're at 307. Not too shabby. Just tuck back. Let your health come back. Oi! Soup! Why are you so spooky? Yo. Did you see me get cheated out on that last run? Nah, I missed it. Alright, so I had a decent build. So I had, let me pull up this real quick. Let me kill her real quick. Okay, so this is my starting relic. Your dragons deal 25% more damage. So I had this and this one. These guys are both dragons. And my third standard that I had was another dragon, right? I had a mirror that said any damage bonus or whatever is increased by 50% or something like that. So it was going to do, or sorry, I can't remember what it said. Basically, I was going to be doing double damage, I think. So this was going to do 25%. Then I had another thing that said all damage is increased by like 10%. Lightning damage increased by 15%. So this bad boy was going to get hella stacks. So I was going through town. I entered a room and there were little fog walls on the doorway so I couldn't exit. And some void monsters came out and they're like someone from another world or something. I killed 2 of them and then one of them glitched into the wall or something, so I couldn't kill him. I kept casting like every spell I had, all the ultimates, all that shenanigans. Couldn't touch him. Sat there for like 15 minutes just trying. Nothing worked. The fog walls won't go away until that guy's dead. So I had to end the run. Ain't that some booty? I've worked the game. They knew I was gonna get to that boss. They're like, look, Adrilec's gonna get to the boss. We better stop this man. Oh my. Yeah. But that's okay. We got a decent build back already. We just had to start from the old beginning. Shenanigans. That's what I'm saying. So what you up to? How's your morning going?
You got another thing coming if you think you'll outperform me, kid.
Got him. Nearly 9 p.m. Friday. Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. How was your evening going? Is it bedtime? Hey, there we go. So this is the bad boy we've been hunting for all along. Let's this one deal burn damage, which is pretty fun.
Let's see if you've got more than just spells and confidence. A quick game. Are you in?
Let's go.
Finally, someone who isn't afraid of a little risk. Let's play.
Beat enemies without getting hit. Woo.
Luck, skill, or sheer determination.
Yeah. I should head to
Doesn't
bed.
matter.
Try to get some
You've
rest.
earned
Time.
this one.
Try. I'm gonna watch some of my shows and doom scroll. Hey, there you go. I love it. We'll get you some rest, friend. Yeah, this guy. Increase your damage by 10%. Okay, so it's not overall. Revenge and explosion. Shocks nearby enemies. For 3 seconds, you have double chance of evading. Basic attacks add a stackable buff that increase the damage of your next standard Arcana 35% max. Increase your movement speed by 12%. We're gonna go with this guy.
May your trial be profitable.
Soup, I have you have the bestest of the restest. You deserve it. Whoop. Ooh, boy's coming in hot. Night, bug. Catch you later, Badra. We'll see you tomorrow. We got a lot of unexplored stuff. We're gonna go ahead and portal back to the beginning, or this little area. Swing up here. Oh yeah, that burn damage is groovy. Hey, there she is. Come on. Ah. So, she didn't give me a dragon, but that's okay. This tornado is actually pretty good. Summon a swirling tornado that moves toward the target, dealing damage and pulling enemies into its vortex. Also, her third item usually has some bonuses. So this one has a 10% cooldown, 40% critical chance, critical damage. So we are, in fact, buying this.
See you soon for your next Arcana fix.
She is one of my favorite merchants. I love getting extra Arcana, right? You can just stack those bad boys. You get more attacks, more damage. I love it. We're gonna leave this lady alive. Get a little bit of gold off of her. Alright, back to 500. We good. Okay. So now we have the dragons deal more damage. We got the burning effect. We have the dragons summon a big head. 25% damage to bosses and elite enemies, or bump that up to 70% crit damage. Let's do this one for the bosses and elites. Pinata. I think there's an achievement for destroying that with one hit. I probably could have done it right there. Summons will zap each other. There is an enemy between them. Okay. I don't think I have any summons. We're going to pick it up. It might be something we could trade to the frog with a top hat if we get him later. Chances of getting him are pretty slim, so it's just a droppable item, because you do have a cap of how many Arcana you can carry. Oh yeah, I could have taken that pinata. Easy peasy, one hit. What y'all got over here? Alright, so we got our relic guy. We got our Arcana lady. This is the one we want. So with the dungeon, or not, the Colosseum thing here, you get a relic. So those are juicy. So we can have the tornado do less cooldown or do more damage to bosses and elites. We're gonna do that. 70% is pretty good. We got this trinket increases damage by 10%. We got 25%. We got more. It's gonna be pretty good. It's a good run. I feel it. Let's see what our relic fellow has. We're gonna go back to the tippity toppity. That's probably the closest. No, it's not, but whatever. So normally I'm very conservative with the gold, but because we get 5 gold per each time we get hit, we can just spend it whatever, right? And just farm gold. So right now we just buy whatever. Let's see, we got 4 more spots. So we're just gonna pick up some droppable stuff, right? We don't really care about any of this, but we might as well just have it so it helps us on our trip. Oh yeah. So mini boss. Let's go. Don't remember if it doesn't look like it, but the tornado has a chance of doing a slow effect, which is very good to slow the enemies. So Badur, when she attacks, she'll swing 3 times. Those are her attacks. When she comes out of that boulder state, after that first boulder state, she'll start doing 4 swings instead. So keep that in mind when you face her. She's got that bile attack that swings vertically. She will throw up if you're too far away. And then, of course, her boulder attack. She's not too shabby once you get her down. When she does her swing attacks, or when she slams her club down, those are good times to run in for some attacks if you are a melee character, if you like melee attacks. I like range stuff, projectiles, those are my jam. Alright, back to the desert. We're here, friends. Back to the desert here. Alright. She's got things for us. But nothing I want. So we got a spear. So right now it's probably best to buy something. Just because it'll give us extra attack, extra damage, that kind of thing, while we wait for our other Arcana to regen. But
Ready to wield some.
why is that one glowing? Could also trade it to, if we get the other merchant, we could just trade that in. Or if we get the doctor, we could trade one of these in. But we're just gonna snag one of these just for that extra attack. We're gonna do this one. So now we got an additional Arcana. Alright, the merchant. Oh, we got the, of course, the relic guy. So, okay. He has all the things I want. So we got our droppables here. Whoops. I'm pushing the wrong buttons, buddy. Let's drop basic attacks added stackable buff that increases damage of next standard Arcana. You have double chance of evading. Let's go ahead and ditch our... We're gonna ditch that one for sure. And I'm gonna probably keep the evasion. That one's decent. We're gonna get rid of this one. Might want to keep the movement for now. The mirror. Double any damage boost received from other relics. So we're gonna pick this up. Get that bonus. And then we're gonna pick this one. Give us extra 50% or 50 max health. So double any damage boost received from other relics. So we're gonna get, this is gonna be doubled. Increase your damage by 10%. This is gonna be doubled. Whatever the big head is, I believe. Your dragons deal 50% more damage. Okay, so we don't have a lot of damage stuff like we did earlier, but that's okay. And then we can do this one, Revenge Burn Nearby Enemies. We just gotta pick something to ditch. So movement's good. And double chance of evading upcoming attacks is pretty good, but your movement speed scales with your kill counter. We're gonna ditch that one. And pick up our burning hat. Never mind. So we need to go. We still have our armor that when we get hit triggers a revenge effect. I get 5 gold. We're gonna farm that one again. Get the necessary gold. Probably bump us back up to 500 and sit comfortably. Wait, wasn't expecting that guy. We don't want to die yet, so we're gonna tuck back, let our health heal. That guy's gonna pack a punch. Think. That's not too bad. Okay, not too shabby. Reduce Arcana cooldown, but you receive double damage. Your max HP is reduced. Each enhancement on your Arcana increases its damage by 10% and cooldown by 5%. Wait, what? Each enhancement on your Arcana increases its damage by 10% and cooldown by 5%. So its cooldown is a little bit more, but it's boosted. That's not too bad. Let's see what we got. Each enhancement on your Arcana increases its damage by 10% and cooldown by 5%. Wait up. Did I not get the burning hat from? Oh, that's right. We didn't have enough gold at the time. I'm gonna omit it. Not feeling lucky with that one. Not too confident. Alright, we got the round room. Just run back here or fall. Increase the chance of finding high-level Arcana. Okay, well, shoot. I wish we could sell sell our relics here. High-level Arcana, you say? Let's see, have we... Yeah, we've already found her, so she's got stuff. We're gonna go back to our guy. Nope, we got a spot here. Nyum. Now we'll go back to him. Our burning hat. Okay, we're sitting at 130 gold. If we could find the relic that revives me at 200 gold, that'd be great. Then we can just farm hella gold, farm it to like 1,000. That would give us 5 revives. Oh, missed. Adios. Hitting enemies with a standard melee arcana heals you. Deal 20% more damage to staggered enemies. Evading enemy attacks charges your signature. We'll pass on all. Alright, we made it back to where we were earlier. Boss fight. So we're fighting the Ice Lady at tier 2. So to me, she is in the middle of the elements. Easiest guy is the Electric. Ice Queen is the second. And Earth is the third. Meaning, Earth guy is going to be our tier 3 boss. It's going to be a tough boss. Ooh. That was pretty quick. I don't know how fast it was, but I think there's an achievement. May have already gotten it, though. Okay, so we got cast a wave of small electric orbs and an arc that travels forward, bouncing off walls and obstacles, shocking enemies on contact. Cast a wave of small electric orbs. Cast a wave of small electric orbs and an arc that slowly travels forward, shocking enemies on contact. Cast the ultimate version when the signature bar is charged. So we're gonna go with this one. So this one is good. Summon a dragon that moves in the shape of an eye, pulling enemies toward its center as it closes before crashing down and shocking them on impact. So that is very good when it pulls the enemies in, but I don't usually get enough of them in a group for that shocking to do anything. It just usually targets the boss or something like that and hits them, shocks them. But this, I don't know how many is going to be in the wave. Cast a wave of small electric orbs and an arc that travels forward. So if it's anything like the original, it's going to be a widespread, right? And all of those are going to do the shock. Enemies can't move, attack, or take any actions. They keep taking lightning damage. So that's going to be very good against Jabara. If you could just keep her locked down with that and the wind, it would be fantastic. She'll be easy peasy. So we're going to test it out. So we still get that. We still get it. That wide attack. So that's going to be fantastic. I like it. Oh, and they just bounce. So I forgot about that part. Okay. Yeah. This is gonna be cool. It's a good build. They aren't dragons, so I'm not getting that dragon bonus, but this the shock is gonna keep them at bay. It's gonna keep everything pretty good. Yeah, good build so far. Yep, so good stun luck there. Ooh. Okay. So we got shock, we got burn. There's a lot of good effects going. See what this guy has. If you have more than 250 gold, you're okay. So this is what we had earlier. If you have more than 250 gold, damage will scale by 15%. So that's all damage. So we have that doodad where we can get hella gold. So gold isn't going to be an issue. So we can keep our scale at 15% all times. Any other relic that boosts your melee arcana also boosts your projectile. We don't have anything. Receive 25% more gold from all sources. I think it best to keep the chances of evading. Or sorry, keep the movement. We want to keep the movement. The evasion it's good. Especially with that earth boss that we're fixing to fight later on. Or Jabbar. We can't keep her locked down. So we'll want to keep probably keep the evasion. That way when they're waylaying on us, we can have a chance to evade that attack. So that's for 3 seconds. So not too concerned about the gold. But this one, scale by 15%. So more damage, do we want evasion? We want to keep our movement. Movement's groovy. Keeps us fast, keeps us on our toes. Oh, it's also going to do not 15%, but 30%. We'll do 30%. Okay, so we'll want to get rid of... We're going to get rid of that because it says nearby enemies. And explosion shocks nearby enemies. So if the earth guy is up close, it's going to shock him. But we do have our orbs to shock him. Oh, I didn't do that. So we're going to ditch that again. We're going to pick up this one. This relic. So now we should have plus 30% damage. So the shock stuns them for a little bit. It's not a whole lot like I want it to be, but it's just enough. So that attack looked like it also did shock. I'm not too sure. There he is.
Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit.
Alright, so we can ditch something. Of course he's gonna pick my best stuff that I freaking want. Increase your damage by 10%. Right? That's all across the board. I could trade this in and get something else, but we've got a really good damage build.
Goodbye, ribbit. Yes, that was such a good frog noise.
So we're gonna go over here. I'll let this guy hit us a couple times. We need gold. Just to keep above that threshold, just in case we go to buy something. So looks like that doesn't give us gold, I don't think. It does. It does give us gold. A lot of damage though. Ooh, I thought we got locked in again like we did earlier. I was about to be upset. Alright, I don't remember if we hit that purple room. We do have an unexplored area. I would do purple just in case that unexplored spot has a portal. We can just bamf right back to the doodad. Easy peasy. So we get a free upgrade. Gonna do 10% damage. %50 damage to bosses and elite enemies. It's pretty juicy. Or this saying takes less cooldown, meaning we can get more of that shock out there. I'm gonna go ahead and go with that. I really want to go back to the frog. I don't know why he's choosing these three. These are what I want. Choose something else, buddy. Like that. Or something. I don't know. I want a chance of finding that ghost relic so I can have revives. Ah, whatever. We'll go fight Jabara. Sorry, little mini boss here. Okay, so shock doesn't do anything to hurt. I'm all out of attacks. Wait. Alright, that was good pressure. Doesn't seem like the shock works on bosses. So I'm not too sure. Be cool if the whole close. There we go. Woo. Anything else? Nothing. Oh. Alright. Shoot. Alright, we're here at the castle. I've never made it past the castle, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, so we're gonna do this one. 40% damage to bosses and elites, so maybe that'll push that shock damage to the bosses. Not too I'm sure. Not 100% sure on that. But that would be my guess. Wait, 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 wait. Ooh. Increase your fire damage by 15%. That is tempting. That would only be one of my attacks that benefit from, but I would have to give up something. Like my evasion, which helps me during boss battles, my speed, which helps me keep away from those bosses. So we're gonna skip it. As tempting as that is, more damage, more better. But sometimes you gotta have that move. Ah, he shot himself off the cliff. I love it. Okay, so here's our doctor. You can trade. Oh God, you could trade something. She'll give you something. This tornado is it's good. We don't get the doctor often. There is a challenge for it, a quest thingy. Need a couple more, so we just slowly pick it off. And the tornado is very good. We're lumping up the enemies with the electric. It's pretty good.
Lovely.
We need to get it
Now
done.
I suggest you return to your quest. You have blood to spill and goals to achieve.
This stays with you until you drop it. Drop it. Creates a healing zone that heals you and other players standing. I have never seen that. Okay. We're gonna pick it up because we've never had it before. We're just gonna use it. Just to see. We'll see if it comes back, if it's a one-time use. I probably should have saved it for a boss fight, but I wasn't thinking. My bad. A pretty long time. Pretty generous. Yeah, probably should have saved that for the boss battle. Stand in that maybe. Keep running back, get some health. Um, I don't know. Hopefully we have the now we'll have the relic guy here. So we no longer have our tornado. It's okay. We need to get that challenge out of the way. We gotta do it somehow, right? Alright, things are a bit rough without that additional, but that's okay. Alright, so we got sword stuff. Or my decoys. My decoys, 25% damage to bosses and elite enemies. So that's going to be good. We use that. When that explodes, it hurts bosses. I don't know if it'll freeze them, much like the shock effect. Seems like bosses just have an immunity to that kind of stuff. I could be wrong. They could be taking damage. I don't know. So with my movement speed increased, the other traps that are triggered, not the spike traps, of course. The spike traps you can be sprinting and make it past those. The other ones that trigger like a laser or whatever, you could sprint through those without having to dash, using your dash action like that one, which is pretty nice. Wait. Wonder if any of my attacks will make it. Barely. Oh, hello, friend. Oops. Those guys have a lot of health. Heck. Alright, we got one unexplored leg down there. Wait for our spells to come back. Our relic guy. Non-variant Arcana. I'm good. We are good. We have what we want. It'd be real cool to find another dragon Arcana. That would be pretty cool. Stack up with our other dragon buddies. Now we're gonna wait for our Arcana to reboot. So having that shock effect, that's pretty good in the close quarters there. I like that. Alright, here we go. Shoot. So we got the evasion there, that helped. Ooh. Let everything boot up before we go back into that portal. Curious, Dr. Song is... Oh. Is she mapless? Oh no, she's covered by the heart. I'm gonna go check, see if that... So the portal's still here. I wonder if it's based off of usage, like when we start using it, or if it's just there permanently. If it's there permanently, that would have been excellent in a boss fight. Like this one. Orc. Alright, friends. Well. Gonna wait for that to boot back up. Oh. That guy was aggressive. Broke him out of that first spinning attack.
Promise, though he may not say it directly, we'll see in your victory what I see. A wizard showing potential to wield Chaos Arcana.
So his spinning attack, the one that I always fail against, somehow I broke him out of that one during that first one. I think it's like damage based or something. Maybe I dealt too much damage and it just kicked him out of it or something. But that definitely helped. He didn't wreck me as much. We're gonna go with this one here. So it looks like now that we don't have 3 options, it looks like we're dwindling down. So I think the further you get into it, you know, the more you get these, you basically just get them all. Maybe the other things also have upgrades that can no longer be upgraded. Oi. These guys are taking a beating. These are just common enemies. Even with all the tactics. Increase all your lightning damage by 15%. Casting a standard lightning kind creates a stack of critical chance that scales up by 1%, or 1 per cast. The stack resets up to 5. Increase your chance of evading by 10%. Deal 10% more damage for each status effect on an enemy. And then water cushion, a water shield that orbits you and negates enemy projectiles. We're gonna skip it.
What?
We got what we want.
Did you expect a discount?
Ah, I was expecting good stuff. All right. Ooh. Alright, we got our ultimates. Let's try to get to an enemy area. Won't make it before it fades. %40 damage to bosses and elite enemies. Yeah, we'll go with that. There she is. Okay. Got more lightning stuff, friends. Gonna do 40% critical damage, minus 10% cooldown, level 1 freeze. That's good. Or target an area, channel lightning strikes from the sky. The target can be moved slightly. Fills 10% signature bar on use, 25% damage to afflicted enemies, 25% damage to bosses and elites. So I wonder if that freeze will stack up to bosses. Still don't know if these effects are actually... I mean, it looked like that earth elemental guy was getting hit by the that shock. He wasn't attacking, he was kind of frozen in place. That's pretty good. So I don't have that relic that the lightning resets burn effects. As you can see, I have the hat. When I get hit, it burns enemies nearby enemies. And then this guy hits them and burns them, right? Use a lightning attack and it resets that burn effect, and it burns for like 5 seconds. Okay, so they're burning. 4 seconds is up, hit them with lightning, it resets it back to 5, and they're just gonna take that slow burn damage. But that's not the case. We're gonna stick with this ice just to get that level 1 freeze. Just to freeze, you know, some baddie that we just can't handle. So it's gonna be our right trigger, Arcana. You know. Just gonna yeet people off the sides here. Alright, big square. Gotcha. Is this a trick? Yes. Ah. Dang it. Okay. Good. Okay. Wait for everything to heal up here. Ooh. Those spear guys are something else, man. Okay, we got a couple of unexplored paths. There may be a merchant there. I could be wrong. And then we got one. How do we go to? I do. Oh, yep. We're just gonna stand on a spike. That's a good thing. Oh, we've already got both merchants for the map. Increases projectile arcana damage by 40%, but reduces melee arcana by 40%. Let's check our stuff. Projectile, project. So the only thing that's gonna get affected is our sword. Don't use our sword that much. Now this is a lot of damage to be passing out. Our lowest one is 10%. It's gonna be all damage. It's gonna be projectiles, and melee. So we can ditch that and get 40% projectile. Yeah, no, I mean, you can't beat 40% here. Especially with it being doubled, goes up to 80%, along with all the dragon stacks. Holy cow, dude. So your dragons deal 50% more damage. Big dragon, so that the lightning dragon itself, and this one here, they're going to be doing 50%, as well as another 40%, as well as, or sorry, 50%, 80%, 30%. These guys, this one already has 40% crit damage. So that's the thing about this mirror, is it's doubles any damage boost received from Relics. So it's not going to be this one. So this is 40% just base. Then an additional 80%. as well as 30%. 40% damage to bosses and meats, as well as 80%, 30%. That's, dude. Oh man. I need to stay alive, right? I got all the damage. I just need to tuck into battle and duck out. These boss fights are gonna wreck me. I have a feeling I'm gonna go against this Ornstein fella, this spear guy. Get my socks rocked off. Wait for my dashes to recharge. We'll need those to bait them. Oi! Oh shit. Oh, this is the furthest I've ever made. I don't think I've ever beaten that guy. That was rough. Holy heck. My heart is pounding. That guy was quick. That shock was doing stuff. So was that ice, that freeze, that level 1 freeze. But you know, something happened. Either something hit him, knocked him out of it, or it just didn't take long. Or if he did like his ultimate moves where he was like going airborne, like he got shocked, but he was still able to do his airborne moves. That was rough. Okay, mini boss time. The king and queen. This is the furthest I've ever made it. I wish I had revives. I would have 5 revives stocked up right now. Oh shoot. I don't know. I've never seen these, so I don't know their moves. Ornstein and smoke, gotcha. Decent room here. Not decent enough. Oof. Okay, so they're like the other mini bosses. It seems you just kind of stay out of their range. You can let your health come back up, which is good. What the F? Okay, we're throwing attacks everywhere. Come on, buddy, get it together. Oh, we did it. Yes. Oh my goodness. We freaking beat the king and queen. Oh heck. Man. This is the furthest I've ever been. Those two were crazy. Oh man. I don't know what's next. I don't want to go in the portal. I don't know what's next. I can't pull up a map. Okay. Wait. Is it? I don't want to quit. I wanna oh, what's next? There's a thing at the end. There's a thing to max health and HP. What?
I need a successor stubborn enough to keep throwing themselves at a wall until it breaks.